Coach, you guys haven't had college game day in college bar since 2005. We've talked all year about not letting the team get too high or too low. How do you handle that with the team? Just all this excitement and buzz going on around College Park right now?
Yeah, to me, college game day is about, it's a great day for our program, you know, so it gives us a lot of notoriety. It's a really great day for our program. We've earned it. That's what's pretty cool about it. It wasn't just given to us, so we've earned it by our play. And then for me, it's really about the fan base, okay? You know, for us, if I didn't have to show up tomorrow, I wouldn't, but I will, because it's good for our program, and I'll do that. And but our guys won't do a lot tomorrow with it. They'll show up for a little bit, go back, it's 8 o'clock game, get our rest. So it's really about the fan base. It's really exciting for them. It's really cool. It's really a cool thing. You know, you think about, I don't know how many times they do it a year and how many programs there are, and to be able to have it it's great for our program, great for our fan base.
Coach, looking back on the other night, 2 days later, what's your big takeaway from that win in Minnesota?
Well, that we just don't quit. We don't quit, and we battled through a lot of things. It just felt like nothing was really kind of going our way. We just kept battling. So it's a good win. We've moved on. I know a lot of guys want to talk about, but we've moved on for that. We were obviously, it was a hugger in the locker room, but you know, when we got home yesterday, we've moved on, and we're really proud of our effort, and we continue to figure it out. But we got to focus on the next game.
How do you guys handle the quick turnaround and having these 3 games?
Yeah, it's been great. Yeah, we've probably not going to get as much practice time as I'd like for these guys, but good thing is we just played them 2 weeks ago. So they've only had 2 games since then. So I'm sure Coach Izzo will have a few new plays in there for us tomorrow night. But quick turnaround, only playing them 2 weeks ago really helps. So we'll be ready. We'll be rested. We'll be ready. It's you know, we're at home, so that helps too.
Mark, given between the last game and even going back to that Indiana game on the road last month, how happy have you been with how you guys have handled end game situations, and how much time do you guys spend on those specific situations?
Yeah, not as much as you'd think, but we practice every day of being a great defensive team and a great execution team. Really, that's what it comes down to. I like those situations, always have, as a coach. But you have to be really good, and you also have to be very fortunate. So in some situations we've been fortunate, some situations we've just been really good. But yeah, our guys have been terrific in those games, and that's why we are where we are. You know, but got to keep doing it, and it gives us confidence. But it's really just a will that they have to keep competing and fighting and locking in. Because when my guys are locked in, they're really good. And they're locked in in their assignments defensively, they're locked in with their assignments offensively, and, we're pretty good.
Mark, with it being Cowan, Sticks, Darren Wilson, it doesn't matter if it's the last second shot. It seems like you trust anybody on your team to go and make that shot. How do you build that trust over the season and continue it moving forward?
Well, it was really kind of cool to see, and then you got to give Minnesota credit. They guarded Anthony well, and then they guarded Wiggs well, and those are the two you thought were going to shoot it, and they both gave it up, and Darryl stepped up. Eric Isle has made big shots in his career. Wiggins has made big shots. Dante Scott made some incredible big shots in that game the other night. So just who our guys are. We're a pretty balanced team, and we have confidence in everybody, and we try to go to certain guys through our offense, but it's really hard this time of year to run a play and have it work because you're so well scouted. So it really comes down to guys just doing stuff out of your offense to make plays. But we're confident. All our guys are confident.
With kind of where you guys are in the league and knowing you could clinch a title, I know you guys don't talk about it, but the guys are smart enough to know it's there. How do you manage?
Well, we're going to handle it the same way we've handled everything. It's about Michigan State. We don't get too high, we don't get too low. We're going to lock in on Michigan State and do the best we can tomorrow night. We talk about small opportunities lead to big ones. So tomorrow's game won't feel like a small opportunity, but it's Michigan State. We just got to lock in on them and try to figure out a way to win the game, and then the rest takes care of itself. So that's kind of how we've approached it. We don't talk about it. We're all aware of it, what's going on. And we've been aware of it since we've had the lead in the league because, it just became a big deal. When you're down 1 or 2 games, it's not, it's a big deal, but it's not a big deal. All of a sudden you're in the league, which we have been for like 5 games now. It becomes a big deal. So we're aware of it, but our guys have done an incredible job of just locking in to the task at hand. And the task at hand tomorrow is Michigan State.
Coach, what are you emphasizing with your guys' slow Xavier Tillman down more this time around?
Well, we'll see. I mean, he's a heck of a player. They got a lot of really good players. They got a pretty darn good coach, too. And so we'll do the best we can on him. We'll have a game plan. If it doesn't work, we'll adjust it like we did the other night, and keep trying to figure it out. What would help is we can keep guys out of foul trouble. Being at home, hopefully that'll help us tomorrow night. But you never know. You just got to be ready to adapt. But he's a heck of a player. He's a physical player. He can score inside. He can score out. So we'll see.
You guys take a lot of pride in defending Michigan State.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. He's next. He's got it.
Michigan State defends as well as anybody in the league,
Yeah.
along with yourselves. What makes them such a special team on that side of the floor?
Well, they're well coached, obviously, and they prepare well for you, and they'll be prepared for everything. They always guard as well or better than anybody in the league, and they have smart players. You have to have smart players to be good on both ends of the floor, and you have intelligent players that do a good job of adjusting and recognizing situations and doing it quickly. So, they work hard at it. They're physical at it, and so I think our whole league guards. I thought Minnesota just guarded the heck out of us. I thought Ohio State just guarded the heck out of us. I mean, I can go on and on. I think everybody. I think Iowa really guarded us. So it's really good coaches with really good players that makes it hard. But Michigan State, year in and year out, is one of the tops for sure.
Did you happen to see Chris Holtman's comment last night
Yeah,
about the 9?
I heard about it. Yeah, good for him. He's making fun of me. He was mad at me, so that's all right. Hey, I deserved it.
Coach, what does it mean for you, not only the support you get here from the crowds, but to have your players know that a family of 6 drove 8 hours to see you guys play
Yeah.
in Minnesota, and the guys were able to get together with them after the game?
Yeah, I mean, a family of 6, and the oldest was like 8. So I looked at the mom and I'm like, "You're going straight to heaven. Like, you're incredible. This is," and she looked tired, and it was a late game, and they were waiting for us. So I was like, "Are these all yours?" And no twins. It was pretty amazing. But yeah, it's just, when you go on the road, you see that a lot. People go out of their way to 3 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours is a lot with that young family. Hopefully they spent the night and went home the next day. But it didn't look like the mom and the kids had much of a choice. The dad was making sure that worked. So it was cool. I'm glad our guys got to spend time with them.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, we're good.